Look at all these pumpkins, man. What? These are pumpkins. Look at all this stuff Mama's getting. Look at all these corns. Please, Mom.
Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. How do you like this look? This is literally the first of many Halloween looks for 2021, okay? So I've got all of my stitches, all this stuff. Like, let me give you an up-close shot of this. Like, what? And I have, yes, lashes glued on my face down here. This is crazy. Like, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna show you how I did this. I'm kind of gonna like cut through some steps so I don't like bore the crap out of you guys, but I just wanted to like give you some tips and tricks if you're wanting to like play around with any Halloween makeup, if you're looking for costume ideas, anything like that. So let's dive into this, and I'm gonna show you guys what I've used to create the Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas look. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, so we're gonna dive right into this. I'm not gonna show you like in detail every single little thing that I do because you guys are probably gonna get bored, but I'm gonna show you the process of how I do this, okay? So I do like base my face obviously with this, but I definitely like to put my primer on. I still use makeup primer even under all of the fantasy stuff, just I don't know. It's just in my head that I need it. I just feel like it still kind of helps like minimize the appearance of pores, everything like that. But this is also kind of how I go about, like I always wear like a tube top because I don't want to get like, because I usually end up going like down here on my chest, like shoulders, anything like that. I usually get pretty detailed with it. So I always wear a tube top so I don't have to worry about straps or anything like that. And wear a tube top or shirt, whatever, that you don't care about getting dirty. Okay? Just saying. It will happen. You will get it everywhere. This look that I'm doing, Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously like I'm gonna be painting like down onto my chest, everything like that, and depending on how detailed I get with it, a lot of times I will have to like literally just shower it off because there's no washing it without making your bathroom an entire like disaster of splattered paint everywhere. So I am putting on, I am using my Pharmacy VFX Pro Primer. That's just the primer that I use. You can use your primer of choice. So I just get that on there and then I will give it a couple minutes to soak in. And yeah, once that soaks in, then I'm going to kind of plaster my brows down here and start with the blue. So here we go. So next, after the primer has sat for a while, I am going to go ahead and put my wig cap on because obviously she has like the long red hair, so I'm going to put my long red wig on. But I'm going to put my wig cap on just to keep all my hair back off my face since this is going to be so like extravagant with all of the paint, all of it. Okay, so you put your wig cap on. This is going to be really cute, I know. So I am just tucking my hair up into the back of it here. And what I'm mostly concerned about is all of these little baby hairs. Like I don't really care if something's hanging out like down and back because the wig is gonna cover it. And I'm gonna have the wig on for all of like 10 minutes while I finish up some, you know, TikToks and shorts on YouTube and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this back just a little bit. So it's okay, like all the hairs are like tucked back. I just have this like sticking out just a little bit, just so I can get that blue like all the way up there. So the glue I'm gonna use, the last time I used like a stick glue, it just, I don't know, it like almost kind of felt like it like rolled up off of there when I used my compact, just because it is a water activated. So I don't know, I'm going to try this this adhesive right here, which is actually for like all of my glitters and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna be trying stuff here. This is funny, this is why I haven't like shared more why I how I do my looks and all of that, because half the time it's just me trying to like figure out what I'm doing as I go. So let's go ahead and put this glue on there. Okay, we looking good. No brows, no brows, no brows, no hair. Here we go. Okay, Here we go. Okay, so here is the blue compact that I use. Like I said, I do like to use the Maron cream compacts. I can't think. The cream compacts, and they are water activated. When I first got these, I actually thought that they were like old, and I was like, they sent me old makeup, it doesn't work. And then I started using it with water on my brush, dampening my brush, and it works a lot better. And then it dries and it stays in place and it doesn't like crack or anything like that. So if you're looking for good like Halloween makeup, everything like that, the stuff at the Halloween stores, some of it doesn't even dry, some of it does dry, and then when it dries it cracks and flakes and ugh. So grabbing this one right here, I have my flat top kabuki brush. I do recommend getting a separate set of brushes for like any of these looks, just because they get a little you know, stained. And then I always have like a rag or a towel nearby. So I have my little measuring cup here. I have water in it, and that way I can just like dunk my brush in there and keep like getting more of the blue compact on there. So my brush is really wet, if you can see that, okay? So we will go over the brows first. Woo!
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
And I'm sorry to cut you guys off there, but we need to change the oil in the Duramax. Actually, we're just getting done here. Has to get done before winter. So anyways, I just want to interrupt you guys to let you know about our giveaway that's running now live through October 30th. So make sure you get entered if you haven't yet. Super easy to do. All you got to do is comment hashtag Tori's Beauty Tribe in any of our videos. Limit 1 entry per video, but go comment on all our videos, Tori's Beauty Tribe, to get entered. We'll run it now. Give you guys a chance to win something really cool. Here, let me flip this around here. You could win this used oil filter, STP. Ooh, look at that oil coming out of there. Just kidding, guys. This is what you're going to win right here. The Head Candy Mist Press in all its glory. This is some high quality stuff. Make sure you guys get entered. Super, super cool. But anyways, we're going to clean up this mess here in the garage, and I'll get you guys back to Tori.
Let's get to work with this blue, y'all. Okay, this is looking really good, right? Okay, so important step here that I wanted to tell you guys, because I do put more than one coat of the blue base, especially for something like Sally that is so like highly pigmented. I do more than one coat, okay? And I'm bringing this because her dress, I'm gonna have it be like starting here, and I'm gonna put like a black line, everything like that. Important part of the blue and putting the second coat on, when your brush is wet and you're putting a second coat on, because it is water activated, it will move some of the other products. So you do have to work very light-handed on your second coat. So I will get my brush wet, and then, so I will dip it in the water, and then I will get all of the excess off the sides, okay? And then I will tap my brush on my towel, both sides, and then I'll get it back in here, okay? So that's kind of how I go about wetting it, so that it's not too wet or not too dry and too sticky and like pulling off product. So being very, very careful, you want to make sure that you're working in the same direction, okay? Don't like go back and forth and all over. You want to make sure for your second coat to really make that pigment stick, you want to make sure that you're working in one direction, okay? And you want to kind of be careful about like your start and stop points, okay? I just wanted to like clear that up, and I'm like really OCD, so you know, and if you mess up, it's not a big deal. Just take a wet rag and like clean up your line if you need to. Otherwise you can go over it with other paints, not a big deal. But that little factor there of like working in one direction, I just wanted to let you guys know, so that you're not like messing up the work that you did on the first coat. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up with the second coat, and we're gonna get going on some detail. Here we go. Okay, so we got the second coat done, and then I'm going to grab a fluffy brush here. Yes, it's stained purple because these are from the Halloween ones. Okay, so I am going to kind of create the depth and like shading, and I'm gonna do that with this palette right here. Okay, I did find this palette on Amazon. It's just kind of like a little cheapo one. but I just like it because there's a lot of colors, and obviously like you don't need super high quality when you're doing these like fantasy looks. I mean, obviously it's gonna blend even better with the more high quality that you get, but if you're just looking to like starting out, things like that, and you're not wanting to spend a ton of money, this is a really good one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna kind of create like the depth on her eyes. So I'm gonna be working with this blue and this blue. This is a metallic blue, so I'm gonna stick with the matte colors, and I'm gonna go with this one and this one. And I'm gonna start with the lighter of the two. So I'm gonna kind of start over here. This is also going to be a way that you're going to disguise your eyebrows a little bit. I'm gonna stipple it in the areas where I want it to be really like pigmented, and then I'm gonna start like working in circular motions or the windshield wiper motions to kind of blend it out from there. So we'll speed this up and I'll show you how I do this. Okay, so I'm going to grab a little bit of a smaller brush now, and then I'm going to kind of like go down the sides of the nose a little bit with that same blue and just kind of like make my nose look a lot more like slender, because obviously hers was like this little like point. Okay, I'm grabbing this same lighter blue. I actually didn't even go in with any of the darker blue. I haven't decided if I'm going to yet. I just go with it. We're getting there. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit more shading and I'll come back, okay? So I finished kind of like edging out the nose a little bit, blended it. I did just a little bit underneath my lip, and then I also did some all along like my jawline here, just to kind of create a little bit of dimension. And then I did do just a slight bit right around my hairline. That's why I have this pulled back. So the next part that I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of white underneath the eye right here to make it look a little bit bigger, okay? So I am going to use my cream compact just because I don't want the oil-based ones to kind of like cake up in like any of those fine lines under the eyes, anything like that. So I am going to use my compact, get this brush right here a little bit damp, and then work with it like that. Okay. So I got 2 coats on there. I might put 1 more coat. The whole idea is to kind of round this out to make the eye look bigger, and then we're going to line it in black and make fake little eyelashes. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put another coat, and I'm going to do the other eye, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So I got it underneath my eyes. The trick to getting it really white, like really pigmented, you really want to load this brush up, get it wet, and then you really want to load it up with a lot of product. It was like gunked on there when I was like applying it for like the second and third coat. But so there's the underneath where the eyes are going to kind of be expanded. And then now I'm going to go ahead and do the eyebrows, and her eyebrows kind of have that little like dip like you saw. Whenever I do like red, like detail work, anything like that, I typically will go for, it's a matte liquid lipstick, but it just like, it really stays put. And so I always grab my red one here, and then I just use like a small brush for detail work, okay? So I'm going to get a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to use my brush to do the eyebrows. Okay, so yes, I know it's very high, but we're giving the illusion of really big eyes. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same thing over here. And if it just looks like it's like not as dark as I want it, I'll just kind of go in with a second coat. Obviously, like when you do detail work on your forehead, try not to like move your eyebrows a whole lot and like make your forehead crease. You guys know I am very expressional with when I talk and everything, so it's really hard for me to do these kind of like informational type fantasy looks and actually like be talking to you guys, because I want to like move my face and stuff, and the only part I can move is my mouth right now. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this other eyebrow done, and I'll come back. Okay, so there are the brows, and then I'm going to go in with my ink liner. I like using my ink liner for like detail work, line work, things like that. It's got a really pointy felt tip, and it really just kind of helps me, you know, have clean lines, everything like that. So I am going to line my top lid, and then I'm going to put mascara and lashes on here, okay? Okay, so we've got the top lined, and then I'm gonna grab my Extreme Curl Mascara. Obviously, I'm not gonna be putting any on my lower lashes. We want those babies just to blend in. I tried to plaster those down with the white paint. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will get my mascara on. I'm just getting a nice light coat on there just so my lashes will blend with the fake lashes that I'm gonna put on. Okay, now let's get the lashes on. Okay, so there's the lashes. These are actually the Mega Volume lashes from Pharmacy. And then I'm going to line this here with my gel eyeliner. I just like to use this for like some of my other line work that I feel like I have to be really precise with because I can use this little brush right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and line that, and then I think I'm actually going to use another set of lashes and put them on the bottom just for some special effects. There's one eye, and then we're gonna go ahead and do this eye, and then I'll come back and put these lashes on the bottom here and see how it goes. Hey, there we have it. That was very interesting, gluing lashes on my cheeks. Okay, so I have to try to stop moving my face as much as I am. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my ink liner again, and I'm gonna draw the lines here because she's got stitches around there. Then I did do one line over here that I'm going to do some stitches on too. So what I'm going to do here for the stitches is I'm going to do an X, one, and then an X, okay? Okay, and then same thing on the other side. There's those. This is just the start of them. And then I'm going to do the stitches along the neck here too, and also here and across here. Okay. All right, I went ahead and I did all of the stitches on here. I didn't want to like bore you guys with just drawing a bunch of lines all over. So I did that. I drew my lines here, here, over here for the sleeves. Yes, we're going all out. And then for this area, she has a pink patch on her dress, and then over here is yellow. So I'm gonna do the pink over here. I'm actually going to be using a matte liquid lipstick, so I am just going to start wiping this all over. Watch this, you guys. This is ridiculous. This is gonna take a minute. And it actually covers up my tattoo pretty well. I didn't think it had that great a coverage, but apparently it does. Okay, this is gonna take a minute. Here we go. Phew. Okay, that was a lot of a lipstick, trying to put that on there. Okay, so now I'm going to grab, I think I'm gonna grab this color right here, and I'm gonna start putting it over here. It is an oil base, so I am gonna probably set it with one of my eyeshadow powders. So I'm going to go ahead and start spreading this out over here. Okay, I got the yellow on there, but that is the oil paint. So like I said, I am going to grab a brush here, and I'm gonna use either this yellow, I might mix the two, this yellow and this yellow, and I'm gonna try to set some of it just so that it doesn't like smear everywhere as I'm working. Then for the green, I'm gonna use the green compact. Same thing, wet down my brush, and the green sleeve is over here by the yellow. So the hardest part of these like extravagant looks is having to try to do the same thing on the other side with your left hand, or vice versa, right hand, depending on what is your dominant. I'm trying to work with my left hand right now to paint the green. So I'm gonna paint this green and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the green done, and over here there's like an orange color, but I don't have an orange like cream compact and I didn't want to have to use the oil paint, so you guessed it, I'm going to use another lipstick. This is one of the VFX lipsticks from Pharmacy. It's like it's a very like orangey color. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'm gonna start putting that over here and I'll come back when that's done. Okay, you guys, so to finish off these stitches, what I'm going to do, I am going to take this palette right here again. I'm going to use the black and I'm going to put dots on all the ends of like the cross stitching here. And then I'm going to take the white and I'm going to go like trace right over the black to make them look a little bit more 3D. So I'll show you one here and then I will go ahead and finish all of it off camera as to not bore you. So see how I made those dots so it looks like it's actually like the stitches are going in something there. And then I will take a smaller flat brush and I've got some of the white on there and then I'm gonna go over so that way the stitches look more 3D. Cool little trick, huh? Okay, let me finish the rest of them. I'll come back and show ya. I got those stitches on there and then I am just adding a little bit of a line right here on the crack just to make it look like it's kind of like flipped up and it makes it look more 3D. So I will show you here. So I just take my brush and I just make the thinnest line possible, and for that one I am using this white one right here. So it kind of makes it look more like 3D when you put that white edge there. We are almost done, you guys. We're almost done. These are finishing touches, okay? After I put that little white edge along there to make that look more 3D, I usually take it a step further just because I don't know, I'm extra. So I am going to take that blue color that I've been like shading with, and I'm just gonna go along and go right under that white edge just to make it look like it's like curling back, okay? So I will take like a real small brush like this, just like that. And then it just kind of like makes it look like it's like curling back a little bit. Okay, so let me do that all over and then we will be back to do the lips, pop the wig on, and we'll be done. Okay, so as you can see, it just makes it look a little bit more 3D along the edges there. Let's go ahead and put my lips on. I am going to line my lips first and then I will use the red that I use for the brows. But I am using Pharmacy Lip Liner 207 for this part. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm like so excited with how this look turned out. And then I have to do something else too. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the Red Love liquid lipstick on. I know this looks crazy without the hair. Okay, so I am also going to take my white eyeliner and just go right along my waterline just to really like finish this off and make it look nice and crisp. So you can kind of see the difference there and there. Okay, let me do it on this one. Okay, so I took it a step further and I went down my arms too. I told you guys I am extra. So I am going to add just a smidge bit of the white right on my lips here. It just kind of gives it a like pop art-ish like 3D look. So I just added one right there and one right there. Nothing crazy. Let's get this wig out and on so I can finish up and go to bed. Okay, so last minute decision here. I did add some highlight right on the cheekbones and the nose, and I really, really like the look of it. So I used the highlight palette here, and I did use the pinkish purpley toned one, just because I felt like it would probably go with the blue the best. And so I will rub my finger in it, and then I just kind of like rub it on there, and then I'll just like dust my little fan brush here in it and just kind of disperse it a little bit. I just love the look that the highlight gives it. It just kind of gives it like a glowy, like, I don't know. I'm digging it though. Last but not least, I gotta put my wig on. This bad boy I found on Amazon, I believe last year around Halloween, and I've used it for a lot of different looks. I've used it for like my candy cane look. I've used it for Pennywise. I did that. I used it for that. I've used it for so many different ones, you guys. Okay, this thing is like heavy duty. It is synthetic, so I don't really put heat on it, anything like that. It is a lace front, which I do think those look a little bit more natural like up here, but I mean, with these looks, I don't really care if it looks that natural. Okay, so I'm gonna get my wig cap pulled down right to where I have the blue on my ears. Holy crap, guys, I'm digging this look. So the wig is like really heavy, so you kind of have to like pull it forward and make sure. Oh my God. You guys, this is crazy. Okay, I have to stop moving my face until I take pictures. You guys, I am in love with this look. Seriously, oh my gosh. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know if you have questions about any of the products that I used, anything like that. I'd be happy to answer questions. Just drop those comments down below. But seriously, thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Hopefully this was entertaining. Let me know if you have any other ideas for some Halloween looks. I have a list going, but if you have some cool ideas, if this triggered something, let me know. And I want to see pictures of you guys' Halloween costumes. If you liked this video, if you want to come back, hang out, don't forget, hit that subscribe button before you leave. And also don't forget about the giveaway, you guys. You can comment on this video, any video, comment hashtag Tori's Beauty Tribe to get entered to win the 1-inch Miss Pris flat iron from Head Candy. I am going to be gifting it to somebody at the end of October, so don't forget about that. Otherwise, you guys, I will see you next video.